Mom got pregnant with me at 17, didn't really start talking to my father until I was 30. I mean, the whole nine. Homeless, sleeping in abandoned buildings. And my guy and CJ, man, we built this company from, I don't know if we had 50 cents, no cents, I don't know. It was so funny. Like, we would go to these major cities, and these guys that I was with, like, they were like, you know, theology majors, and they would like speak at these different places, and I wasn't good enough. So I would speak at like the flea markets. I think for me, because, you know, somebody spoken to me when I was about 17 years old, and they literally saw this. Like, when I was 17, sleeping in abandoned buildings, not taking showers, eating out of trash cans, they were like, yo, you got something. And I was like, well, what is that? The older man who was like, yo, you can do it. So he helped me to get my GED, sent me out to college.
And who was this man?
His name was P.C. Willis. He was a pastor at a local church that I kind of went to every now and then with one of my homeboys. And it was just unbelievable. He helped me get my GED, sent me 780 miles away from Detroit. And I just got in a new environment in college. And once I got there, I was just like, I was so grateful that I had to pay it forward.
If you really want success, and that's the one thing that you truly want for the rest of your life, you will make sure that you wake up every single day and figure out a way to get better than you were the day before, because it's all about improving upon yourself and wanting to better yourself, your career, and anything else that in your life needs to be improved. Even if you don't think there needs to be improvement, chances are that means it really needs to be improved, because nothing is perfect in this life, and you have the opportunity to make everything as close to perfect as possible. But you're gonna have to do that with putting in tons of time, tons of energy, and tons of effort, because it's not an easy journey. It's completely and utterly challenging, especially when it comes in the realm of success. So many people are trying to become successful, but the ones who do are the ones who aren't lazy. And the way to do that is just focus. Realize what the dream is that you want and figure out the best way to get there, and know that it's not going to be an easy journey. It's going to be tough and challenge you in ways you've never been challenged before, but you can't let that stop you. You have to get the hit in the face, knocked down, but you have to be able to get back up. That's the key. Being able to rise to the challenge and get up when you're knocked down and you're struggling and you got everything against you. Figure out a way to push through and break through that wall and keep on going for your dreams, because they are worth it.
You might be taller than me, you might be bigger than me, you might be stronger than me, but I'm coming. You know, my turning point was the ability to connect with people, you know, in a way that was, you know, unusual. And it just seems like when you've been there and you've done that, you know, people from all walks of life have the ability to connect with you in a way that's, you know, just unbelievable. So I think it was that. It was the way the crowds not only listened to me, but what they did afterwards. So, I think I'm loud too, so that passionate, so that kind of helps. One day you're gonna want options. One day you're not gonna be a teenager. You know, one day you wanna drive a certain car, live in a certain neighborhood, or maybe even break a cycle in your family, and without an education, it's impossible. So what I do that a lot of people don't do is I give them a why. What's the reason? Why do you wake up? Why do you study? Why do you do English? Why do you do math? And when they're able to see, ooh, math isn't about math, but it's about my future. English isn't about English, but it's about my future. When they can make that connection and they can begin with the end in mind, I mean, wow, they actually take on school. Emmitt Smith said, all men are created equal. Some work harder in preseason. I'm gonna say it again because you might have missed it. All men are created equal. Listen to me. All men are created equal. Some work hard in preseason. When I went to college, guys were way smarter than me. 4.0s, 3.0s. They went to the Ivy League high schools, came to Oakwood from these great high schools. Most of them are not doing what I'm doing. Why? Because it's not about where you come from. It's about heart. You come to a place where, you know, being smart ain't enough. You gotta have heart. That's number one. Watch number two. To be able at any moment to sacrifice what you are for what you will become. Favorite show comes on Monday, bam. Some of you focus until the phone ring, and then you like, I gotta answer it. If I don't answer the phone, I'm gonna die. I'm saying to you today that there are some of you, if you give up your cell phone, you would be successful. But your cell phone is more important to you than your success. Some of you need to give up your cell phone, because the time you spend on your cell phone could be used for your success. I don't believe in the word procrastination. Like, I don't really believe in that word. I told a young lady in Australia who told me she was a procrastinator. I said, look, if I told you to meet me here tomorrow at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna give you $3 million, where would you be? She said, I'm gonna be right there at 4:59, ready to get that $3 million. And I said, so then there's no such thing as procrastination. What it is it's not important to you. right? It's not meaningful to you. It's not something that's urgent to you. And when something is not urgent, you put it off. So yep, you're in school, yes, you probably are getting grades, etc. But if it's not meaningful to you, if it's not important to you, then you're not gonna make it a priority. So what you have to do is find out, how can you make it meaningful? How can you make it purposeful? How can you make it stick? And when you can find that out, I promise you'll get up early, you'll get there first, and you'll do whatever it takes to make that goal a reality. So for me, no such thing as procrastination. It's a such thing as it's not a priority to you.
Thank you all so much for watching. If you haven't already, please go ahead and like the video, subscribe to the channel, and let us know what you thought down in the comment section below.